There's live racing from Leopardstown at 2 o'clock. That follows Head to Toe.
This week, a triple transformation for Valentine's Day. Going undercover in search of the ultimate uplift. And an Oscar-winning designer in the Kingdom County.
Romance is in the air. Whether you realise it or not, this Sunday is Valentine's Day. As such, it's an ideal opportunity for us to get some of our head-to-toe viewers all glammed up for that special night out. So, we've chosen 3 women from out of the hundreds of people who've written into the show, and here at Dublin's Omni Park in Santry, we're going to give them a very special Valentine's makeover.
Love is in the air.
Our first Valentine volunteer was Maria Lawler, a student nurse in St James's Hospital, though Home Sweet Home is much nearer the Omni Park in Glasnevin.
Every sight and every sound.
From Swords in County Dublin, Brenda Larkin is a housewife and a mother with an 11-year-old daughter and a fully grown husband, taking up most of her time. Working in the publishing business, Mary Hopkins is from Beaumont in Dublin. She was particularly hoping for a new look that she might adapt for a certain big day this coming summer. But before we got stuck into our 3-way transformation, we figured we should really find out a little bit more about our chosen letter writers. So why exactly had they written into us?
Well, I'm getting married in June, and I always wanted to look different and glamorous, and I can't afford to because we're saving. So I thought I'd write to Head to Toe and see if I could get a makeover through them.
Will you learn much, you think?
Oh, I hope so. I think so. I'd like to learn more about makeup, how to do it for myself.
Brenda, what brings you here today?
Well, I can tell you why. I had a rotten year in '92. I had all sorts of health problems. Then I fell out of the back door, stone cold sober, and broke my leg and my ankle. I've got a steel plate in my leg now. And then my mother had a heart attack. So I just want to get short of '92, and now we're early in '93, and I want to get on with it and have a good year this year. And this is just the sort of thing I need to give me a new image, a new feeling and everything, you know.
Being a student nurse, I'm in uniform all day and the hair is up, and of course I'm not paid much money, so this is the ideal chance just to get glam, especially with Valentine's Day coming up.
So is it fun or is it a learning experience?
Both. Hopefully I'll have some fun, and I'm dying to learn more now about how I can change.
Being in Omni Park, we started by bringing our willing trio to the centre's John Adam Hair and Beauty Salon. Here they were entrusted to the care of John Mahon, who was to oversee the opening proceedings. All right, John, here are our 3 volunteers. What do you propose doing? We'll start with Maria.
Maria's present style is drawing much attention to her square chin. We intend now to take a lot of the heavy layers and our fringe, bring it down. At the present moment, we don't know if we're going to leave it long, down or short, or
yeah, you've got a bit of versatility there to play around with, so you can surprise us. What about Brenda?
Brenda's hair is very shapeless at the moment, as you can see, and as she wears glasses, we intend to use the length she has on top here to soften the whole head down and to take the emphasis off the glasses. And
because it's so short, it doesn't really give you a lot to play around with, does it?
You're surprised what we can do on top here, and when we tidy up around the sides here, soften the whole thing.
Okay. And last and certainly not least, Mary.
Mary has pretty lovely high cheekbones, so we're going to take the hair short at the sides and bring it very soft, give you a romantic 60s look on top here.
What about colour?
Colour, we're going for more, I think, copper to give more softness to the face, more colour into the face. You know?
All right, that sounds pretty dramatic. Well, you're the expert, so we now leave them all in your hands.
Thank you very much.
Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Here's something that you're never gonna forget. Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Nothing yet, you ain't been around. something that you'll never forget. But baby, you just ain't nothing yet.
Okay, so let's leave that lot working away in there in the hair. Now, by the end of today, we're going to need a lot of clothes and other odd bits and pieces for the girls to complete their 3 looks. So let's see what we can find here in the shops at Omni Park. So what exactly were we looking for? Well, for the day that was in it, our final outfits had to be glamorous, romantic, and maybe even a bit sexy. Of course, not everything fitted the bill, but our persistence always paid off. Now, I think this might be a little bit more like it. Either the black or the red. I think maybe the black. Just like on the mannequin here, huh? We'll see.
So I took what I could get. Yes, I took what I could get. And then she looked at me with the big brown eyes and said, "You ain't nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Here's something you never forget, baby. You know, you just ain't nothing yet. You need your kicks. Gotta go to school."
Well, now, this is about as glitzy as you can get. Maybe too glitzy. Could go for something a little simpler and just plainer. I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. But what I do like is this. We've been seeing a lot of black, but here's a bit of grey, and that can be equally as glamorous. Plenty to choose from, one way or the other. Now, by this stage, they're probably at the makeup. So why don't we check and see how they're getting on. Back at John Adams, they were in fact just about ready to start. In charge was Gina Sanway. Gina, what exactly have you in mind for makeup?
Okay, we're going to do 3 nighttime makeups. Now we're going to take the best assets from each of the ladies and we want to focus on this. And the base to a good makeup is to start off with a good cleanse, tone and moisturise.
What are Mary's good features? What do you want to accentuate there?
Well, with Mary, she has lovely eyes, so what we want to do, we want to bring all the focus really to her eyes, so we will give those as much lift as we can.
What about Maria?
With Maria, we also want to give some lift to her eyes, but also to emphasise her cheekbones as well.
What is it about night makeup that's so different from day makeup?
Well, for daytime makeup, you want a very subtle look. So when a person looks at you, they don't look and say, "My God, look how much makeup she has on." It'll just be a more natural look. Where nighttime, you want a makeup where people will look and your eyes will stand out and your lips will be vibrant.
What are you going to do with Brenda then?
Now, with Brenda, she has quite a high colour, so the first thing to do would be to try and take that colour down. And also, her eyebrows are very, very light, so we'll try and give those a better outline and just to lift her eyes a little.
I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shirt, so sexy it hurts.
But there's never any real rest for the wicked. We still hadn't got all we needed for the complete triple transformation, and so, leaving the makeup team busy working away, I went in search of more clothes and accessories.
And I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your...
Great knitwear, but don't think it's for us. So what's over here? Nothing there, nothing there. Aha. Yes, I think this might work. If anyone's daring enough, some chiffon and a small little bustier underneath. And of course, think we can get one of them into leather trousers? I think so. I hope they do too. Meanwhile, fresh from under the makeup brushes and hair dryers, the first part of the makeover was complete. But that was only half the story, and now it was time to put our new look trio through their full paces, with brief reminders in case you'd forgotten of how they had actually looked before we were let loose on them.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I
reveal. Now it's time to check what the three themselves think. Well, what do you think?
Great. Right.
All glad you wrote in?
Yes.
Brilliant. All right, Maria, let's start with you. Is this the kind of gear you might normally have chosen for Valentine's?
No, never, no. I just needed the encouragement.
All right, good one. Brenda, what about you? What about the hair and makeup and the glasses?
Well, I love the hair particularly. It's a much better colour for me. The eye makeup's a radical change. The glasses are too, and so is this jacket. I wouldn't have picked this jacket out, but I'm delighted with it.
All right, Mary, what about you?
Well, I wouldn't have chosen such a glamorous dress, and I certainly wouldn't have gone redhead, but I'm delighted I did.
Well, listen, I think you all look fabulous, and on behalf of the show, our rose for Valentine's Day, well done, one and all, well done. Cheers. Aren't they just wonderful?
Next week, dressing our little angels for their big day. Through the Looking Glass, Jennifer and Specs Appeal. And the new spring-summer looks for men.
If you'd like more information on anything in this week's programme, write to us at Head to Toe Fact Sheet number 19, RTE Donnybrook, Dublin 4, enclosing a large stamped addressed envelope. All this information is also on Airtel page 253.